In a town held by echoes, bells speak where mouths do not. Morning climbs the ridge, and silver light loosens the fog. Every doorway answers with a chime, welcome here, safe here, together here. To travelers pause at the crest, did to Ani, small as a song at first breath, and Noki, the boy who listens with his whole heart. They trade a look. He taps his earmuff, tuning to a language the world forgot. The market breathes without voices. Fish, nets, and shells change hands on ripples of rhythm. A bell flickers where a greeting should be. A clapper clicks where a price once lived. Children giggle in bracelets and jingles. Over every lintel, a spiral mark waits like a warning. Did Ani whispers,
"Why won't anyone speak?"
The fishmonger chimes to quick. One long then points to the glyph. Noki hears what fear won't say. They're afraid. Words get taken. Somewhere far off, a single bell breaks and cries. Up the narrow stair, a small tower bell sways to no wind. Condensation gathers and slips like tears, bead after bead. Each drop sowing pale blue ripples into stone. Its tone bends, grief pulling the note out of tune. Noki steps close, palm to chest.
"It's grieving."
He breathes.
"For what?"
Didi Ani asks. His answer fogs the air, curling into a broken spiral before it vanishes. She finds them first, the caretaker with wrists that speak in phrases of brass. Two soft taps and one long, welcome, safe, three rising chimes, warning, listen. The rule hangs around her neck, locked and heavy. Noki translates the memory inside her cadence. Once the town sang, the keeper stole their spoken words. Bells are what remain. Didi Ani squares her shoulders.
"Then we'll sing for the bells."
And the caretaker, hearing that, lets her eyes shine. On the key, language becomes color. Didi Ani circles shells like little moons. Noki arranges bells by size, by breath, by possibility. Each strike paints the air, warm gold for joy, sea green for calm, rose for care, deep blue for grief. A Celesta tiptoes beneath a soft choir as Didi Ani hums a four-note trail.
"Words are lines, feelings are colors."
She says,
"Let's paint what it means."
The town leans closer, the water listens. Within the tower waits the oldest wound, a heart bell cracked along a spiral seam. Skylight pours down like mercy. Dust motes drift tiny notes between breaths. Noki strikes a tuning fork, the faintest true pitch. Didi Ani answers, steady as a lantern. Wave meets wave, their tones find each other and lock. The crack remembers how to glow. For one bright instant, you can hear what hope sounds like. The bell opens a window of sound. Echo vision floods the square, years ago. Everyone singing, mothers, fathers, children, the sea itself. Then the shadow wave rose. Voices were pulled like threads, stitched into bells, sealed for safety and silence. Noki watches, face aching.
"They traded words for safety," he says, and the echo nods.
Back before the weeping bell, Didi Ani listens to the sob inside the metal and answers it gently. She keeps the pattern, but turns the last note to rose gold care braided with hope. Her mismatched shoes tap time. Her courage tunes the room. Noki strokes the rim, coaxing overtones from the bronze. Harmony blooms. The sob softens, then rocks itself to sleep. A lullaby, at last. The lullaby drifts down alleys and over stones. The spiral glyphs loosen like old soot and fall away. One small child mouths a fragile sound dam. Ma in the world does not steal it. Another tries a name. Another, a wish. Didi Ani smiles through tears.
"Feel it first, then say it."
100 throats remember the shape of gratitude. The town breathes together. Thank you. The harbor swells, and the water stands. A face forms in the rolling wave, eyes like whirlpools, voice like surf over stone. Keepers listen, so others may forget. Bells shiver out of tune. The wave reaches for the heart bell. Didi Ani lifts her chin and strikes the hope cadence. The village answers in new, trembling voices. Their chorus threads the crack with light. The wave recoils, thins, and sighs back toward sea. Silence returns different now, gentle around the edges. The caretaker unfastens the lock she has worn for years inside. A seed the size of a teardrop, metal smooth. bright as a promise. Into Noki's palm it goes, onto his necklace. With the shells that remember tides, her voice rives like a dawn bird horse. But free, brave listeners, Didi Ani grins.
We just felt with you.
The town smiles as if their houses are lighter. Lavender evening warms the rooftops. Children practice syllables that sound like first steps. Didi Ani turns to Noki, palm to heart.
I'm glad you're my friend.
He tries to follow.
Fry.
The letters rise between them friend, tender and glowing, then tear like sea foam. Pulled toward the horizon by a hand no one sees. Noki's mouth shapes the rest, but the sound falls hollow, a bell with no clapper.
Noki?
Didi Ani whispers,